have zakatable wealth. That means only 1 million have wealth out of which they have to pay zakat, right? 1 million. And let us say that out of those 1 million Muslims, and some of you are here, your zakatable wealth, that means your wealth which zakat can be taken from it. Let's say it is only $200. So $200 from 1 million Muslims from zakat would be how much? 200 million. If you split that into 50 states, that would be 4 million a state. And if every state has 4 cities that you distribute that money, that would be 1 million for each city, just from the zakat of the Muslims. Can you understand that mathematics? But the Muslims ain't paying no zakat, because, you know, we now Americans. And those who do pay a little zakat, you know what they do? They send their zakat to Pakistan, Bangladesh, Egypt, Africa, Bosnia, Turkey, as if they have a right to take their zakat and send it where they want to send it to. They don't have the right to do that. It's haram. But since there ain't no Muslim governor to put them in check, they just do that. And these 65 mosques in the metro area, they also collect on the Eid, Zakat al-Fitr, is that correct? And you will see 5,000 Muslims gathered over here, and 5,000 over here, and 3,000 over there, in every city. So where does Zakat al-Fitr, where it goes to? It's supposed to come to these sisters. They're the ones that's out in the street. It doesn't reach them. More so than that, these sisters are grandmothers. Think about that. Some of these sisters in the street right now, they're grandmothers. Mothers, sisters, wives, and daughters of someone. So how would you feel if your grandmother, if your mother, your wife, your daughter, your sister was in the street or in a shelter? How would you feel? Man, you would feel bad. You wouldn't even want to tell nobody. You'd be about getting some money to save yourself from embarrassment. You'd be getting that money. So why these sisters don't get this money? You would spend anything and you would sacrifice anything to resolve that situation. And you know why these sisters are not given the same kind of thought? Let me just say it like it is. It's a fact that, and a very sad fact, that 85% or more of these sisters are African Americans. And because of the sophisticated racism within the Muslim communities, our sisters are passed over, they are neglected, and they are denied their rights as humans and members of the greater Muslim community. Now, I know some of our immigrant brothers and sisters and their leaders, they would not like me to say this, but so what? I said it. You don't have to invite me to come back no more because there's a whole lot of cities around the world I can go to. But the fact is, it is extremely rare to find an Arab woman, an Asian woman, or a Turkish woman and their children in a shelter or a homeless place. And ask these sisters who got these here homeless shelters, how many times they see an Arab sister in a shelter? How many times they see an Asian sister with her children in a shelter? It ain't gonna happen because if the brothers hear about it, it's their mother, their grandmother, and guess what? They're gonna get up out of that shelter quick. But if you go tell them some black sister is in the street, some shelter, you know the first thing they think? She must be a drug addict. She must be an ex-prostitute. She must be an alcoholic. It must be her fault that she's in that situation. That's how Muslims act because they want to justify their stinginess and their greediness. And that's unfortunate. This is because each ethnic group of the Muslims will give priority to their own people. And this is un-Islamic. This is unethical, and this is simply unfair. But that happens to be the facts. Now, brothers and sisters, we are here this evening to address this disparity and to address our collective obligation. And some Muslims may put forward their false justifications, but we know that before they even say it, it's false. These sisters, most of them, and I just want to give you the statistics, they said, and what I've read, that only 15% of the women that's in homeless shelters are victims of substance abuse or some kind of lifestyle like that. No. These women, 85% of them, they are victims of a declining economy in America. I met a sister yesterday in one of the houses. I don't want to mention her name. She's a professor. SubhanAllah. She's a professor. A wonderful, intelligent, clean woman. But she's a victim of the declining economy in America. Number two, they are victims of marital abuse. Men who abuse women and pass them off, move on. Or they are victims of a special set of circumstances that you and I may not know about. They need our help, and they need our support tonight. Brothers and sisters, the Mumtahina home needs $100,000. That's what they need to address their budget and their projects. And maybe some of you, when I say to you $100,000, maybe some of you, maybe you need to take a sip of that water.